Hi guys, my name is Nonima Tigela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about Constable Zungu's testimony and talk about Bongani Ndanzi. We are going to be dealing with the Bongani Ndanzi case starting from Monday. Okay, that is the defense that we are going to be dealing with. All right. So this case did not collapse with one noise. It cracked quietly. It opened court when the judge revealed where his judgment would land. You guys know this, right? You saw when they applied for Umapisa for Section 174. You saw what happened. Because once the judge Ratamu Kgwatleng made it clear that his decision would be anchored on one witness, the entire trial narrowed to a single pressure point. One man, one version, one pillar, and his name is Constable Sikhumbuzo Sizwe Zungu. So that is where Judge Rata's Tonton is going to come from, verdict is going to come from. And that is why I'm calling that is a faulty lie that needs to be dealt with. Let's be clear. Constable Zungu is not just another state witness. He is the bridge holding the prosecution's version together. He connects time, movement, presence, and location. Without him, the state does not limp, it collapses internally. If his testimony is merely questioned, the court hesitates. If his testimony is destroyed, the law has no choice because courts do not convict on imagination, they convict on proof. So what must the defense do? What must Advocate Ramsipile do when it comes to the testimony of Constable Sizwe Zungu? This is where Advocate Ramsipile enters the battlefield, not to argue, not to speculate, not to create reasonable doubt. No, his task is a total demolition. He needs to demolish everything that was said by Constable Sizwe Zungu. The mission is simple but brutal. He needs to make sure he does not beg, he does not show any mercy to the testimony of Constable Zungu. Prove that Zungu's version is not unreliable, but impossible. That is what Ramsipile needs to do. Not emotional faults, factually incompatible with reality. He needs to make sure, because once a court accepts that a witness could not have been telling the truth, it cannot rescue the rest of the story. There's nothing in the story once that happens. So Ramsipile's duty when it comes to Ndanzi is to destroy every inch of the testimony of Constable Sizwe Zungu. That's what he must do. He must come guns blazing for Constable Zungu. Deal with that, everything, the presence of them, Ebasutu Hostel, the timeline. He must deal with Zungu's presence also, the 26th of October, the date, the month, the day. He needs to deal with that. He needs to deal with that. Now, they need an ace up the sleeve. That's what he needs. Ramsipile Ndanzi. For Bongani Ndanzi, the ace cannot be another IQ's word. No. It must be independent. It must be neutral. It must be verifiable. It must be timestamped. It must be documented. He needs to make sure of all of that. If from Gauteng, let's say he took a taxi that morning on the Saturday morning, the 25th of October 2014, let's say he took a taxi from Rustenburg to Gauteng. If there is something written down that can prove that, he needs to bring it. If there is something written down from the taxi rank, from the taxi book, of him taking a taxi from Gauteng to KwaNongoma, he needs that also. He really does need that proof. And then for every transaction that he did when he got KwaNongoma, he needs to prove it, that it was me who was using my bank card. It was me who was doing these transactions. He needs to do that. And then the domino effect that we need. If Ndanzi is removed from Gauteng on that date, the 26th of October 2014, the timeline shatters already. The group narrative fractures. The planning theory implodes. The state's version loses internal coherence. This case is interdependent. You cannot pull out one pillar and expect the structure to stand. And the law does not allow courts to rebuild broken cases with assumption. So once they come with something that is going to show Undanzi was not even in Gauteng that day, but Undanzi went to the taxi rank. He arrived at the taxi rank and then left to KwaNongoma. That will be a breakthrough for Undanzi. And the danger for the state, by tying the judgment to Zungu, the court is also accepting the risk, right? Because one witness cannot carry an entire movement theory, an entire timeline, an entire prosecution. If that witness falls, there is nowhere to retreat. So what's nice about this is that the state only depends on the testimony of who? Of Constable Zungu. No backup witness, no independent confirmation, no alternative narrative. So that is why Ramsipile needs to destroy every bit of it. He needs to cut it to size. He needs to destroy the house of cards. Everything needs to come down. And do you know what is the end game for it all? This is not about mercy. This is not about sympathy. It is not about technicalities. It is about finality. If they can destroy everything that puts Ndanzi in Gauteng, that will be a win. That will be a win. A defense that does not ask for doubt, but demands a removal. The moment Ndanzi is not in Gauteng on the 26th, Judge Ratha will have no choice. Will have no choice to dismiss everything that was said by Usizwe Songo. Remove Ndanzi from the scene, remove Ndanzi's Ndanzi from the state's timeline, remove the illusion of coherence, remove every bit of it. And once that happens, the court is left with only one lawful outcome. Not because the defense wants it, but because logic and law demands it. Once Ndanzi is removed completely from Gauteng on the 26th of October, everything falls apart. Everything falls apart. If Zungu falls, the state falls too. And this case will not be remembered for how loudly it ended, but how quietly the truth exposed everything. So I need Ramsipile to make sure he has an ace in his sleeve. The bank statement that is going to prove Ndanzi was at KwaNongoma on the 25th, the entire day. And also Sunday, it must be proven that he was at KwaNongoma. And also the statement must also prove that Ndanzi was at KwaNongoma on the 27th, even if it's him withdrawing money from KwaNongoma ATMs. And then we see him arriving at Rustenburg on the 27th. I want to see all of it. That is how they are going to make sure Ndanzi wins the case. Once Ndanzi wins, boom, shebelele, everything is gone. Once Ndanzi wins, Uguti proves beyond reasonable doubt that he was never in Gauteng on the 26th, but was in KZN. Chile, ayikho into enokwenziwa nguBaloyi, ayikho into enokwenziwa nguZungu, ayikho into enokwenziwa nguJudge Ratha. They will fall dismally, loudly, and the truth will be facing everyone that the guys were framed. And then in Ndanzi's story of being beaten and forced into confessing will elevate. It will go up. Ayikho into abanoyenza. Absolutely nothing. So that is why I'm saying Ndanzi needs to show up, show off, and allow his evidence to speak. I hope uRamsipile is ready by all means necessary. I hope uRamsipile is prepared to remove uNtanzi from it all. I hope there are witnesses that are going to tell us when uNtanzi applied for leave in July of 2014 and then had something to do for that weekend with 2014, get 26th of October, 25, 26, 27. We want to see when uNtanzi what uNtanzi was doing, where he was, what was he doing on that day. That is what I'm interested in. That is what I'm interested in. I hope the defense that is going to come is going to bring all those things and close all the gaps, and then the confession falls apart, and then we are done. That is all I'm asking me. I don't know about you, but I want to hear from you. What are you hoping uRamsipile has in his sleeve? What do you think is going to be his ace sleeve? What do you think he's going to have? Mina, I believe if the bank statement can be collected from Capitec directly and be compared with the one that is already there, and also show that uNtanzi ebese KZN, and have people that are going to come for uNtanzi and show that uNtanzi was in KZN and this was the event that was happening. Let's hear from him. Let's see what's going to happen. What are your thoughts when it comes to that? Let's talk in the comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I will see you on our next video. Bye-bye.